Okay. Okay. So how many of you completed a project? ఇంగ్లీష్ అర్థమవుతుందా తెలుగులో చెప్పాలా? Huh? నాకు హిందీ రాదు అన్ఫార్చునేట్లీ. ఓకే, లీవ్ ఇట్ దెన్. సో based on your response, my response will be there. Okay. So today we are going to start CI/CD. Sir, Google Cloud. Today we have yesterday we have started Google Cloud. Within 2 classes, so we are done networking concepts, NAT gateway concepts, internet gateway concepts, everything done in just 2 classes only because of AWS knowledge. That's what I'm saying. But only the difference is AWS VPC is region level, right? Subnet is AZ level, right? But GCP, coming to the GCP, VPC is global level. Subnet is region level. This is the only the difference. And we have a internet gateway, routing, route table, stories there, na? Nothing is there. While creating a server, enable, disable public IP, only the concept. If you want to create a private server, disable public IP. If you want to create a public server, enable public IP. Just these 2 concepts only in GCP. Understand? Okay. So let's get started. CI/CD. First, we can understand what is CI/CD. Then we can focus. We have many tools in the market now. CI/CD. Continuous. Everyone knows, right? Continuous integration and continuous deployment. Continuous integration and continuous deployment. We have one more CI/CD, guys. Same, but small change. It's a delivery. First, we can understand these 2 differences. Clear, na? Continuous integration, continuous deployment, continuous integration, continuous delivery. Okay, first we can focus on continuous integration and continuous deployment. So guys, all about automation is, so how we can your workflow, how we can automate by using CI/CD tools. Let's say we have a developer. So developer start development as per the client requirements. Clear, na? Okay, this is a developer. Now developer can develop the code and they will test into their local machine and it's maybe working fine and something the logic and all they can by using Jupyter notebook and all they can test our internal platform they can use and test the logic here. So finally the development phase, for example, if he believe the development code part is somewhat is completed, so they can test and they can give access to client, they can test and they can approve for the next phase. This is the process how it will work. Now, for example, your client want to check your status of the request code. How you can share? So here definitely we have a in between we have one server, right or not? So you can deploy your code, either Python code or Java code, something. Yeah, for example, if I develop this code, okay. So logically this is working fine, but the response we have to check, right? How it is acting in the back end, how it is acting in the front end. In this case, what I need here, one server. Let's take this server or AWS or Azure and GCP. So here is the server, okay? Let's take AWS, Azure and GCP. Any one of the cloud, my server is running. Okay. Now my end users are client also ready to access. End user, we can give not now. After complete the production environment, so we can give end users access. Here you can give end users access. Okay, but before that you have to deploy this code into here, right or not? So guys, this code may be work in developer's mission, right or not? He may test as logic, it may work. But now this server, this application we have to deploy into server, right or not? In this case, first is what? We have to create a server. Let's write here first step is create a network, background network and server, right? I can say simply create infrastructure. Create infra first. Next is what? Terraform or CloudFormation or Azure ARM templates or Google templates. This process is to only create a infrastructure only. We are not supposed to use this platform to deploy any application, but we discuss something, packages managing by using user data or what? We local provisionings, right? Local remote execution provisionings and all. Anyway, so okay, so we have to create infrastructure before by using a Terraform. Okay, this is phase one here. Okay, next now your infrastructure is ready. What we can do? This code you have to deploy into the infrastructure server and all or serverless whatever. But now simply you can deploy a code. Okay, simply you can deploy a code. So I'm going to remove this access so far as this is a development environment. Clear na? Development environment, no end users can connect to your server. This is internal team only can connect. Okay. 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 This is development environment. Now what we can do, we can give this server access to client. Client, you can check as you expected everything is good or not. He may check here. While logging a login page, I'm getting some error. Did you check or not? No, I have checked in my local laptop only, but I didn't verify in the server. So in this case, what we need to do before handover to client, before ask to client to check, first you should check, right or not? So what happened exactly? Any dependencies are missing and all. You have to take care each and every point here. In this case, before deploy your code into server, first what we need to do, guys, build the application. Build means what? Build process means we can add a required libraries, dependencies, make your code into executable format. This is the build phase. Okay, build phase. For example, already we discussed Python or Flask build and all, right? This process are not first we can npm install we ran, right? Whenever you can run npm install, all dependencies will be installed. Then we can build and we can deploy into server inside, right? So this is a build process. Build process, how it will work? So build process here. we can add a dependencies for the source code. I can say here, make it into ready to executable format. Make it into ready to executable format. So in this case, so first when you deploy a code into server, before what you can do here, build the code, add the dependencies for your application. Clear now? And after build, we have to test the test cases. Test cases means here, your client may say that if anyone log in your application by giving a credentials, if he give wrong credentials for 2 times, that should be blocked for 1 day. Like this, these are all security concerns, guys. If you not give like this now, someone can run some script to hack the password. The script can log in your server multiple times in the 1 minute of the span. Understand? So if you not give in kind of use cases, if someone can try in within 1 minute 100 times, no normal person can access 100 times for 1 minute, right? Maybe some script is trying to hit the password multiple times, random password generations and all. In this case, what we can do, what client is saying, make sure login should, if user can give a wrong credentials for 3 times, block the account for 24 hours. This is one of the condition from the client. What a developer can do, write a code and also write a test cases to test by giving they can pass test cases means what here? They can pass the logic here. 4 times they can give a wrong credentials. And if you run the test cases, this should be fail. Why? They're giving a different password, different password, different password, different password. But it should work after 3 times. If you give a wrong credentials, this will block. So that is working or not. Kind of test cases. Okay, for example, automobile field is there. If crash test is there, na? So if car is in 20 speed, 80 speed, 100 speed, 120 speed, these test cases, they can test the car speed in different speed, and they can test the crash test and give that they can encap, the rating of the car, right? The safety level. Same here also, whatever application developed by developer, we can test the test cases. Test cases, they can write by developers also, different developers also, or testing team also. So in this case, client requirement, they can collect developers and testers also parallelly here. Okay. So now developer point of view, I have written a test cases, but who can prove whether it is right or wrong? Testers, testing team. Okay. Now this testing team, the test cases already we can easily generate by using AI now. So testers also not required now. For example, if test cases already there, you can configure your test cases into your pipeline only. First pipeline can clone the code, then pipeline can build the code, then pipeline can run test cases. If test cases fail, pipeline also fail. Then code is not supposed to deploy into your server. For example, after build, okay, after build, simply I can deploy this code into server. Now you can inform to stand up call to client every stand up call. So we have deployed a code. Client, can you check this is the server IP? This is okay as you expected. So what client can do? They can test, okay, the UI and all the logic and all is okay. But why my login, as I said, 4 attempts after that it should be blocked, right? But I have tried 5 times till it is working. Why? He may question to you, right? In this case, he may raise the question, did you test the test cases or not? Who performed the test cases? Why this code is released to server directly without test casing? This kind of, issues will come. So definitely we have to run the test cases if any logics client has to ask to implement. Clear na? So after build, we can run the test cases. So we can run the test cases. If test cases pass only, we can allow for the next stage. Clear na? And also guys, okay, let me add this test cases. Okay. After test cases, if test cases pass, you can deploy your code into your server. Clear na? Okay, before that we have again many layers we can add. When I say many layers here, code scanner. For example, code developed by developers. The code contains 1,000 lines of the code. Okay. So now someone has to check the quality of the code. Maybe any hard coded values are there, any bugs are there, any duplicate values are there. So any logics are not correct logics. For example, 2 + 3 = 5, right? So 2 plus 3 equal to 5. Maybe they can, hello? Who is this? Hmm. Yeah, speaking. Can I call in after 1 hour? Mm-hmm. Yes, busy. Thank you. Okay, so now you can see here, guys, understand. My test cases run if it is work fine, then you can deploy. But again, one problem is there. So the code contains any hard coded values are there, any public URL maybe you have added in the code that can easily that can easily break your password, break your security system, right? In this case, in terms of code quality also we can check. This is completely based on the client requirement. We can add this layer. See, test cases is different. Code quality test is different. Test cases run the logic what you have written to test the functionalities of the code. But code quality means what? It's all about quality only. It's a static analyzer. Okay, static analyzer. Code quality is all about static analyzer to test quality of the. You may get a doubt here. So we are not a developers, right? How I can test the quality of the code, that 200 lines, 1,000 lines of the code? Simple. We can configure any one of the tool. The tool can test. It will give a result back to you. This is the result of the test cases. Clear now? I'm sorry. Quality of the code. So we have a many tools in the market. We can configure any one of the tool here. The tool contains number of rules. The rule can apply and scan the code and give the result back to you. Clear now? So we can enable the code quality also. So here we have a many tools we can use. For example, coming to the build tool, if it is a Java, we are using Maven, Gradle. Okay, we can use Maven and Gradle and all. Test cases, okay, we can use Selenium, okay, Java Selenium, and we have a JUnit test cases we can write. I mean, testers can write. And code quality, we have a SonarQube, popular one this is. So we can use SonarQube tool. Clear, na? So like this, we can use a separate tools. To infra provision, we are using a Terraform and all. Okay, everything is good. Next is what you can deploy into server. Now still this server you can give access to not end users. This is development environment. Clear na? So now and your client can test if everything is good. Once he approve, then you can develop a second logic, third logic, fourth logic. Like this internally it will work like this. Okay. Now simple logic. Okay. So second time onwards, if developer, if they want to test a second logic, so they have written the logic also. Again, they need to build, right? And test code quality and deploy, right? So this process every time doing manually is a difficult task, right or not? So what we can do? We can write a one end-to-end automation process. End-to-end automation process here is CI/CD. Clear now? So what we can do here? We can take any help, CI/CD tools help. We have a many tools in the market. So we have a Jenkins. So compare it all, Jenkins only little difficult, guys. GitLab Actions, GitLab CI/CD, GitHub Actions, Azure DevOps, and Circle CI. We have a many tools, but compared all Jenkins only little difficult. We have a different. So let's take a GitLab CI/CD here. We have a many tools and GitHub Actions. Okay, and we can take Azure DevOps also. All are same, guys. So these are managed services, Azure DevOps, okay, and GitLab CI/CD, GitHub Actions are very easy process compared to Jenkins. Jenkins is completely managed by you, including server. But GitLab CI/CD, GitHub Actions, Azure DevOps, plug and play method, kind of like a platform as a service. So they are giving it directly CI/CD GitHub Actions or GitHub Azure DevOps. Directly you can open the UI. You can select whatever status you are. You can run kind of. But coming to the Jenkins, we have to build a server, separate server for the Jenkins. We have to deploy the configurations. Everything we have to take care from the scratch. Clear the differences here? Okay. And Jenkins, we can write a Groovy language and declarative language to write a scripting and Jenkins. But coming to the CI/CD, GitHub Actions, Azure DevOps, all are AML language only. GitLab CI/CD AML work in GitHub Actions and Azure DevOps also by changing the small modifications. So clear now? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Now CI part, coming to the CI part is here, continuous integration. So as I said here, if you configure the pipeline, so here too, so source is what? Definitely GitHub, right? Let me add a GitHub also source here. We are not supposed to call code from developer's laptop, right? So developers can push this code into GitHub. So GitHub, clear na? So now CI part is what here? Your GitHub, your source code is here, right? So if any changes pushed by developer here, the changes are reflect into GitHub. Here we can add any event trigger like this. Yeah, this is, you can consider this is CI part. Whenever changes will come, we can integrate the code and we can deploy into server. Okay. And this is CD part. Clear na? So this code quality phase you can add before also. Understand? Before build also. File levels we can scan, code level we can scan, image level also we can scan. Anyway, so this is CI and this is CD. Clear now? So if you do developers do any changes, automatically this pipeline will run. If you enable any webhook option and all, pipeline run automatically. We can change manually also we can run and automatically also we can, depends on the use case. Mostly we can go manually only run as per the schedule and all. Clear na? Once pipeline will run. Pipeline means what here? A number of stages we can configure only. We can construct a pipeline by adding a number of stages. Now tell me guys, my pipeline contains how many stages? First stage is what? Clone code. Next stage is what? Build process. Next stage, test the test cases. Next stage, check the quality. Next stage, deploy the code. See, if any changes you can do, no one can run anything manually, automatically reflect into the server inside. Understand? So for example, this logic I want to test. So you can write a logic and push the code into GitHub. Automatically this phase will run, deploy the code into server. Clear na? But you may get a doubt. Veera, if I run wrong changes, those changes automatically deploy on server or not? That's what this is what now? Dev environment. Clear na? Development environment, no end user can connect. So same kind of process, we have a 3 environments minimum. So let's take here, same phase here, Control C. So this is test environment. We can test everything after developers done. Developers means not only, again I'm saying, not only who write a code, who write a Python and Java. Developers, anyone, Terraform code developers also developer. Infra developers also developer. Okay. Next, here Here we can add, correct, production. This is prod layer. This is important, guys. If you do any changes, na, we have to take care here before run dev and test after that only go for prod. Directly, we are not supposed to do any changes into production account. The reason end users are connecting here. Clear, na? So here, end users connect here only. Clear, na? This is prod. Coming to the test here. Your team, internal team. So I can say here your internal team. Here also, dev also internal team. Clear, na? Difference is. So one change will run into multiple accounts, right? Dev account, test account, then finally prod account. Dev account team is different. Test account team is different. Finally, everyone is approved. Even if you change instance type also, not easy. You know already instance type, what happened? Just stop the server here and they can go and change the instance type, right? It's not like that. Many dependencies are there. The server inside whatever which process is running, which account, dev or test. First we can change and test for 3 hours, 4 hours. If no abnormality is there, then go for prod. Small change also, the process which you are following is too difficult, not easy. Now tell me, dev account, test account, prod account, right? So end users involve into prod account. Before that you test into dev account and then test account, then prod account. Now tell me your GitHub inside. So whatever source code is there now, we are going to run into 3 times by using your Terraform code CI/CD process. So Terraform can run 3 environments to create infrastructure, dev 1, test and prod. But the difference is what? Dev 1 test environment configurations are less as traffic is not there. But coming to the prod environment, so we can use many configurations, the in terms of hardware, in terms of servers and configurations. Clear? Hmm? Okay. So guys, now continuous integration, continuous deployment, that's fine. So here, what about delivery here? Continuous delivery means I'm not going to deploy now. Later I can deploy when the requirement will come. For example, Flipkart Big Billion Days are there. The offer will release midnight 12. In that case, they will not develop at 11 p.m. Already they developed everything. They release somewhere. When the time will come, they can deploy. Understand? Yeah. So I'm going to start development now for next month deployment. But after development completed, I can release somewhere the complete package of the code. When the correct time will come, I can deploy. So before that 12 p.m. offer is there, right? But the code will release into 10 p.m. in dev environment. Understand? Test into 11 p.m. into test environment. The same code exactly time 12 p.m. they will release. Understand? Pre-prod also there. Pre-prod. Again, you may get it out. Where you are saying dev environment, test environment. Dev environment configuration is completely different for the prod environment. Okay, structure, everything is correct. Servers, database, everything is correct. But coming to the instance types, database types are different, right? RAM and CPUs are different, right? Maybe you may ask a question. Maybe dev environment, test environment issues are not coming. Maybe production environment instance type is different, right? Database is different, type is different, right? Maybe issue will come. That's what pre-prod environment. Pre-prod is what as it is. It's a clone of production environment. Understand? But dev and test, In terms of services are same. In terms of services and everything is same. But only the change is what? Configurations. But prod terraform.tfrs, pre-prod terraform.tfr same or not? Same. Understand? Terraform.tfrs, dev is different, test is different. Maybe dev test is same. Internal team only testing. Prod is different. Sorry, prod is different. Dev test is different. But pre-prod prod is same. Even we are not going to take any risk here. Pre-prod also no problem. For, one client, we are UK, very big e-commerce website. We have Black Friday. You know how many layers are there? 7 layers. Dev, test, UAT, pre-prod, non-prod, prod. So even if I want to change a small change also, I need to run 7 pipelines. Understand? One pipeline. So every day if you get, maybe change is small, but how you integrate the system, how you work with the real time is very important. It's a completely different. Understand? Instance type changing, AMS changing, you may feel it's an easy task. No. Existing environment, you should understand where is the code located, which change we need to do. You should understand everything. Clear what I'm trying to say? So like that, these are all about system improvements only. Okay. Directly, if you can do anything, production environment, some issue will come, everything will be down. Clear? Even we are taking these many change challenges, also some cases outages, right? Yeah. Okay. Now tell me here, first change you can do into where? Dev. Then push your changes into not dev branch. Again here, personal branches. Dev environment also you are not supposed to work directly dev branch. Understand? Dev account also approval required again. Your code, if you develop something, you can do into your personal branch. Then raise the approval for dev. If dev is merged, dev is done only. Next again, do the changes for test. Again, push into your branch only. Again, someone can approve, again push into test. Now prod. We have to take more careful here. Dev one test, everything is good, final. So you have to understand, you have to take the approval from their client and everything is good, right? Can I do for prod? Are you sure? Check 2-3 times. And then do the changes into prod. And in your team, any one of the senior is there. Can you check this is the prod changes I made? He can verify. Then you can release. Even instance type change also. Understand? So now Git point of view, Terra point of view, how to manage clear right here. These multiple environments. This is what real time you need to learn. Clear? Now tell me how many if it is a Jenkins, for example, CI/CD pipeline, how many Jenkins servers will be there? 3. Dev, test, prod. Dev pipeline for dev changes. Test pipeline for test changes. Prod pipeline for prod changes. Clear na? Perfect. Any questions so far? Confirmation email. It's all about notifications, right? URL also different, correct. So any questions, guys? Please do not hesitate if you are having any questions. How to manage environment, still you can ask, no problem. What are these tools? DevOps tools. You already learned 2 tools, right? Git and Terraform. Next tool you can learn. But when I start any pipeline, we can add many tools. Ansible, we can add many tools, guys. What is pipeline? Definition is what pipeline contains many stages. Each process we can configure to run sequence process is called pipeline. Don't expect, no one can ask what is pipeline. Okay, let's go to delivery. Which is preferable tool? Any tool we don't know, right? The client can use any tool. I'm working this tool also, this tool also, this tool also, this tool also as of now. If you are having a many vendors, many clients, they can, few clients are using Jenkins. Here, 2022. So here 10 clients are there for my project. These 10 clients, 8 clients are using Jenkins. Now they moved into GitLab CI/CD and moved into GitHub Actions like this as per their convenience. Okay. Clear till here? Okay. So what about delivery here? Let's take from here. Okay. What about delivery here? Same process, guys, here. Let's take here. Control C. Okay. So coming to the delivery prospect to here. Okay. Okay. So process is mostly same, but the difference is here. Okay. So what we can do here, the final, whatever the final outcome is there, na, your application after adding a dependencies and all ready to run now. The final package we can call artifact actually. So that artifact is called ready to deployable code. Clear na? So this artifact is, we can call artifact. So we can use some tools, artifact tools here. JFrog, Nexus to keep here. JFrog, Nexus, or if it is an image as an artifact, we can use ECR. Oh, ACR, ACR. GCR. These are the cloud repositories. Elastic Container Registry, Azure Container Registry, Google Cloud Container Registry, where we can keep the images as artifact. Images means what? I mean, Dockerizing. Image is ready means we can run a container and all. Okay. Yeah. So now, I'm not going to deploy. CI means here, this is CI phase. Okay, this is CI phase. Till here, sorry. Okay, this is CI phase. Continuous integration. When coming to the CD, it's a not deployment, it's a release. Continuous delivery or continuous release. This is CD. But we are not deploying any application to server this phase. Just release somewhere. When the requirement will come, we can deploy into server inside. Unless this is not a live application. Clear na? So CA/CD, this is a delivery. And this is deployment. Clear na? Now, here, whenever changes made by developer, your pipeline can start integration and delivery till here, pipeline will stop. When the development is required, again, you have to run manually. So deployment is not automation here. Clear na? Deployment is not automation. Deployment, you have to run again manually. Clear na? Why? CD as per the, the schedule time only we can run, right? So for example, after complete CI, otherwise CD also you can fix as a schedule-based pipeline, schedule-based trigger. But this is not single pipeline, right? End to end. So this is one pipeline. This is second pipeline. But coming to, what about here? This is single pipeline, right? This is single pipeline, deploy, integration plus deploy. Here, there is no delivery. I don't want to store anywhere, directly deploy only. Okay, application develop, application deploy. Application develop, application integrate, application deploy. But coming to here, application develop, application integrate, application delivery somewhere, not deploy now. When the time will come, you can deploy into the server. Clear the difference is continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous integration, continuous deployment. Any questions? Artifact is a, see, artifact is ready to executable code, guys. Artifact means having a dependencies, having a libraries, having a packages, all are make it ready to run your code. So this is what source code. Okay, this is not executable format. We have to add a dependencies. We have to add a run environment dependencies, application dependencies. But what about here? Everything is there ready. Your application require dependencies and everything is ready. Directly you can run only. Artifact is nothing but ready to deploy application. Why ready to application deploy here only? The reason code quality also done, test cases also done, and adding a dependencies make it as a final package. This final package is called artifact. You can take from here also, but if you take from here, this is not yet tested. This is not yet scanned. This is not yet scanned the quality of the code, right? That's what I'm taking from here. Clear, everyone? Leave it for the tools. I'm talking about CI/CD here. You can understand CI/CD. Don't focus on what is artifact, what is JFrog, what is ECR. When I explain one end-to-end flow, definitely many tools will come into the picture as CI/CD part, right? You can ignore, I'll take care. So far, you can focus on what is CI/CD. And also, guys, CI/CD is not only about build, test, quality, deployment. The pipeline you can use any workflow for your practice environment. For example, let me tell you one thing. Terraform is there now. First, how you are running Terraform? Terraform init. Next is what? Terraform plan. If you want to validate, Terraform validate. If you want to format, Terraform format for indentation. After that, Terraform apply. So how many stages are there here? 5 stages. So this process also you can run pipeline. Pipeline is all about one process. If you want to automate step-by-step process, we can create. Not only for code deployment, not only for code build, not only for code testing. So there are some steps. There are many, the configurations are there. Many steps involved for one process. That process you can make it by using Jenkins or GitLab CI/CD or GitHub Actions and all, right? So for example, first is Terraform init. Terraform plan. So if you want to add valid details, we can add Terraform validate. If you want just for more stages to understand, I'm saying here. If you want a Terraform format FMD, just for, and finally go for apply. So this process also we can do by using pipeline. So you are involving here many steps manually, right? Init, plan, FMT, validate, apply and all. But once you create a pipeline, write a one script here, the Jenkins or AML or something, automatically if you run a pipeline, this stage will execute first. Next, this stage will execute second. Next, third stage execute here. Fourth stage execute here. Fifth stage execute here. But here in the plan stage, here we have to add a plan stage. We can wait and check the plan and proceed for apply in Jenkins pipeline also, right? So here we have to add a conditions, apply yes or no based on the plan approvals. Clear now? So anything you can automate by using Jenkins. So Jenkins means here, Jenkins is a UI process in your Linux server. If you install a Jenkins, it will give a UI process. By using this UI process, you can easily do your tasks inside the Linux server to automate it. Clear na? Any questions so far? Any questions? Anyone? No questions? Okay then. Sir, CA/CD tools are Jenkins. No. Here I have added, right, many tools. Jenkins, GitLab, CI/CD, GitHub Actions, Azure DevOps, and GitOps also there. We'll plan Kubernetes time. Now current trending tool. Everything is trending only. We are using every tool. So I can say somewhat GitLab, CI/CD, somewhat. Okay. But one thing is very clear. Coming 2 years, Jenkins is going to deprecate. I mean, we are going to move everything Jenkins to GitLab CI/CD or GitHub Actions. The reason to run a Jenkins, we have to create one server additionally. The server managing, the server maintenance, everything your responsibility. But GitLab CI/CD not required any server. Directly we can use. Where the code is there, from there only we can write YAML file. So GitHub Actions also same. Azure DevOps also same. AWS code pipeline, code commit also there, but it's not like Azure DevOps. It's not popular. AWS side only for CI/CD concepts. Azure is more popular. Okay. Okay then. Yeah, we can use multiple pipelines. This pipeline is for one application flow only, right? You can get many applications, many pipelines. Sujit. For pipelines, we are using these tools. Yeah, we are using. But I will show one process only. For example, I can take any one of the tool end to end, like GitHub, how to say, GitHub, GitLab, how we discuss. Same like that. For example, Jenkins, if I show one process, GitLab CI/CD, I can show different process, different requirement. Same requirement here, it's not possible like that. If I spend Jenkins 10 days, GitLab CI/CD maybe 10 days. Okay, GitHub Actions maybe 1 day, but same requirement again. Same concepts you can easily understand if you do practice, no doubt. Azure DevOps also same. Okay. Clear na? Monitor means that's what Grafana Prometheus, right? For metrics, server performance. Hmm. Code logging and what we discussed already. CloudWatch, right? Splunk also there, Kibana also there in coming classes. See, this is only for continuous integration, continuous deployment only. Okay. Later, continuous operations, continuous monitoring, continuous design, it will be continue. Already have explained, right? DevOps, the infinity symbol, right? But talking about pipeline or code, pipeline, you can see each and every stage UI. I said, right? UI, user interface. When you run a pipeline, you can see first stage is running, second stage is running, third stage is running, fourth stage is running. If third stage is fail now, you can see third stage is fail. Immediately you'll get a notification, right? Shall we start? Any questions? Good question. So let's start with first Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins introduction. First, we can start. So CI/CD clear, right? So please do not hesitate if you are having any questions. Anyway, later also while practicing time, if you are having any questions, you can ask, no problem. Recently, what happened, Jenkins concept came, so I'm explaining. So my manager, okay. So my manager pinged me uh, yesterday, and he said, Azure Friendor issue is there. Azure Friendor service is there. So different team is there. They are facing one issue, Azure Friendor. Can you connect with him so that help to him? So he's struggle for the last 1 week and all. Okay, I said okay. He said Jenkins will ping you support. I thought how Jenkins will ping. Maybe I miss anything in AI. AI is any configuration is there. Jenkins, how Jenkins will ping. I'm checking keep on in ChatGPT. Jenkins also will ping any new configuration is there in the Jenkins. So I took a call with my manager. I said, I did not see anywhere Jenkins will ping. No, his name is Jenkins. Oh, it is. His name is Jenkins. Yeah, his name is Jenkins. I thought how Jenkins will ping me to ask a query for the user friend. Technology, see, we don't know, right? Anything is possible with the technology. Maybe this is I miss. I felt maybe I did miss this process. Maybe anywhere is there. I already verified with many colleagues. Anywhere Jenkins is ping you. What happened? Everything is okay. They're being so funny. So his name is Nat Jenkins. Combination of Nat Gateway and Jenkins. So I'll share into your group also. Funny. Real name only. So I shared. So I literally confused yesterday. Is there a Nat and Jenkins will combination will ping me? Anyway, okay. Okay, yes. So Jenkins is initially Jenkins started as a CI tool. Now CI/CD also. Okay. Jenkins open source. Open source free. Guys, all tools are free, guys. You just happily practice. Okay. Okay. So let's take the Jenkins Wikipedia. So this is developed by, so he's the person. Seriously. Okay. Kawaguchi, his name is. Okay. Kaushik Kawaguchi. So he's the person. Okay. So he is the original author for this Jenkins. He or she. Okay. So initial release is 2011. It's been 15 years. Understand? So basically, this entire Jenkins run the background Java programming language. So if you want to start work with Jenkins in your server, first you should install Java, right? The reason the complete the Jenkins process, the background configurations only to run on Java basis. That's what your server inside. If you install Jenkins, you should install first Java. Okay. So yeah, this Jenkins project was originally named as Hudson before actually. Okay. Later Oracle is acquired and name it as a Jenkins. Okay. So now Oracle is the owner for the Jenkins. Okay. So you can if you want you can read the history also. So actually this project is developed by, yeah, Ushake Kawaguchi. So he is the person. So implemented into in his project actually. in his project, so sun system project, so they have in this sun system project, they have developed the CI/CD process actually. So by seeing these configurations and all, so everyone started kind of process later. Okay, Hudson project, okay, this is CI/CD process, we can easily develop the automations and all. So what happened later, Arkel is acquired from him, I mean the Kawaguchi process from Kawaguchi, they have released as an open source tool, right? Now Jenkins is open source tool. Clear now? Yeah. So this is just basic history. 2011 started this process development and all for the Sun system. Yeah. Okay. So 2000, you can see the history 2017 onwards, we can name it as a Jenkins. You can see this story if you want, if you're, but not much important. Just what is what, if you want to learn, you can have a look, Wikipedia. Okay. Yeah. So guys, and the first important thing is, if you want to work with Jenkins, your server should support minimum 2 CPUs. Requirement, hardware requirements. So whoever using free tier, C7 some type is they have given for free of cost. C7 iLarge something. You can check today. Hardware requirements, T2 dot medium may not support, but still we have option C7 large something. CPU minimum required 2, RAM 2 GB is required to work with Jenkins. And first Java. Java is very important. Java should install before. So developer Jenkins by using Java programming language. Okay. Clear na? So Java mandatory. So stable version of Java, you can use Java 17, but this is going to deprecate next month. Sorry, 2026 Jan maybe. So you can take Java 21, 23 also. Stable versions. Okay. So Java 11 already deprecated. Jenkins no longer support. Go for 7, 21, 23. Okay. Next. So Jenkins running on by default 8080 port number. By default, we can change later also. Okay. 8080 port number, official port number is default 8080 port number. We can change if required also. So the default path of the Jenkins is varlib Jenkins. Okay. The default path of the Jenkins of the server. So these are the main informations. Clear na? Okay, let's get started here. So first I need to install Java. Let's create a one server first, t2.medium. I'm giving a name as a Jenkins. So t2 dot medium I'm taking here. Security group default. Okay, I'm creating a one Jenkins server. So you can enable 8080 port number. to access. It's a UI, right? So, okay. So first we have to install, yeah, Java. Connect the server. Sudo su-. Okay. So you can check here mlist Java. So we can see total Java packages configured in the Amazon Linux server. You can take any one of the package 17, 11, 1.8.0 also there, but so we can take from the 17 and 21, 23 is the stable versions. So if you want to take 17, you can take from here directly, copy. So you can install like this also we can do. So I'm taking 17. Yes. Clear now? Or you can go to my repository. You can directly search from there. So I can add this tools information into Terraform repository. Many Terraforms are there. Okay. All tools configuration. So install.sh, I'm taking here. 17 you can take directly here, or I'm taking Jenkins installation process from here. So as 17 already installed, right? So you can install Jenkins. Let me add this file into your repository also. Copy. Tools configuration. File.sh. Okay, you can take reference from here. Any tool if you want to install directly, quickly. Okay. So, okay, guys. So Jenkins installation done. Okay. So how to access now? Public IP and 80. So this is UI interface, right? We have a username and password required for this. So initial password is configured into this path for the Jenkins. To ensure that Jenkins securely set by administrator password have been written in the log. So you can go here and run the cat command, take the password for initial password. Later you can change the password. So in this case, cat paste. So this is the password. Copy. Meanwhile, you can check systemctl status of the Jenkins. It's active, right? Yeah. So you can give the password here and continue. So save password is never. Install suggested plugins. So if you click now, some default plugins are required for the Jenkins for the few operations that will be downloaded automatically. Okay, you can give username now. So I'm giving here like this. You can give any username, password. So this is the password we can use to log in time now. So you can give email address. After fill all the details, save and continue. Save and finish. Start using Jenkins. Clear na? Now Jenkins is running into your server. Remember that. Now you are inside of the server. Understand? You are inside of the Linux server, but Linux server inside, what is the use of Jenkins? If you do any configuration inside the Linux server, you need you will get some good UI. So from here, we can easily manage everything. That pipelines, if you write a pipelines and all, everything will run inside your server only, inside your server activities only. One server, my server inside one activity is there having a 10 stages, one by one I need to execute. Na? So what we can do, install Jenkins, UI will get from the user, by using that UI, you can create a one pipeline construction that will be called whatever process you want. But finally, this process run inside your server only. That you need to remember always, right? This is not running a different way and all. If you stop the server, if you terminate the server, Jenkins also terminate. It's a Jenkins as a process, it's running on your server on edge report. Clear now? So guys, if you click on the settings here, you can see here system, tools, plugins, nodes, cloud, something. So main important thing is plugins. If you want to configure any different process, first we have to check the plugin is there or not for the Jenkins. The plugin will give support to run the background of the process. For example, I want to work with Ansible, I want to work with Docker, I want to work with some different tool. First we have to install the irrespective of the plugin for the Jenkins. The plugin will help to call the specific operation background. You will get some kind of suggestions. If I install Docker plugin, Docker suggestions will get like this. Okay. Okay, so first we can click on the here. Okay, leave it for the plugins point of view. Let's first we can start a pipeline process. How to create a pipeline process. Okay, this is a very basic pipeline. How to write and all we can focus. New item. So once you click on the, I'm going to show one more time. Click on the new item. Here you can see, give the item name anything. I'm just giving a first pipeline name. Okay, and next here. Freestyle project or pipeline or multi configuration project or folder, something we can give. You can click on the pipeline. So far I'm focusing on pipeline. Always we can focus on pipelines only in the real time. So, okay. Okay. Now you can see here, just scroll down here. You have a script phase right here. You can write a script. So script is, you no need to worry about the script here. Very easy only. Okay. Nowadays we have a AI also. We can integrate AI also, Copilot, script automatically generate also. We'll see in the coming classes. So try sample pipeline is there now here. Click on it. For example, I'm taking hello world here. Okay. So if you want to print hello world, this is a pipeline. Clear or not? So how many stages are there here? One stage only. See, you can understand. Start from pipeline. I'll explain later what is agent any the Jenkins master and slave concept time. Until unless just you can understand. Okay, agent any means everywhere it will run. Okay. Next is what we have a stages block. Stages block inside we have a stage. You can see this bracket open here and close here. And stages bracket open here, close here. Next stage bracket open here, close here. Insert step open here, close here. Clear now? Now, if I want, okay, let me run first this. Later we can implement some configurations here. Apply, save. Clear na? And you have to install one plugin, guys. Pipeline stage view plugin. So this is, go to here. Go to plugins. Here you can give available plugins. You can give here pipeline stage view, so that it will give you to monitor your pipeline install. If you need a different experience, different color and all, we have a Blue Ocean plugin also. I'll show that one also. Let me go back to top page. So after plugin installation done, you have to click go back to top page. You no need to restart the Jenkins server. Okay. So this is the pipeline which I have created now. You can go to configurations here. Only how many stages are there? One stage, it's hello print stage, right? Okay, save. After that, you can build now. Build now means pipeline will build. Click on it. Okay, see, stage name is hello. I can see only one stage, right? So what we can do, again, click on the configure here. button here. You can see here. How many stages are there here? One stage only. Let's copy from here. Control C. Again, I'm adding a one more stage. So stages is only high level component here. Inside stages, we can write a multiple stage. We can write stage inside multiple steps also. Coming classes, we can discuss. So this stage name is, for example, I'm giving stage 2. Here, you can give any name, your wish. Stage 1. So now, okay. Yeah. So hello world from stage 2. This is stage 1, for example. Clear na? So apply and save. Build now. I can see now 2 stages here. Second run. So pipeline is only 1, but run number is what? 2. You can see number of runs are here. Pipeline is here. Number of runs means number of execution of the pipelines. Run is different. Pipeline is different. Pipeline inside runs. Okay. Okay. Now like this we can write, for example, here I'm going to add one more, here one stage here. This is echo command, right? I'm giving here. I'm going to create a one file. File command is what? Touch file one I'm giving. This should be inside the quotes. This entire command I'm going to run. So this should be sh. So here is what I'm saying. Run this command inside the shell. So which command I need to execute? Touch file one. So Jenkins not understand touch file one means I need to create a file one and all. It's a process, right? I'm going to execute touch file one command inside the Linux. So touch file one command you are running inside the shell means file one will create. Clear na? Now apply, save. Now you can build now again. Okay, you can click on the stage 2 here. Third run, you can check the logs here. See touch file one. File one is created or not? Okay, now tell me guys, where I can check the file one? Where file one has created exactly? Server inside. See, pipelines, all activities is only for do inside your server easy way. This is only touch file one, right? But many configurations, if you want to plan now, you can do through by using UI. If you run a UI, that will be result will be updated into your server inside as pipeline is running inside the server. Clear na? Okay. Let's go to server. Where to check? LS. See, file one is not created here. Where file one? Default namespace is what here? CD var lib Jenkins. See here. Again, Jenkins inside workspace is there na? Go to workspace. Here you can see your pipeline. First pipeline CD, first pipeline file one is. So Jenkins by default, if you execute by default, it will be executed on the default path. We can change this path also. Understand? Go to configure. So for example, I can add one more stage. See how to add stages like this only. So can I add here Terraform init in one stage, Terraform plan in one stage, Terraform apply in one stage? If I run automatically, my pipeline will run, Terraform will execute or not? Clear or not? Let's say, for example, I'm going to give the command here. sh terraform init. Okay. Git clone is not there. We can clone later. First, I can give like this. sh terraform plan and sh terraform apply. So I can give definitely here to approve. Otherwise, pipeline will stuck there. Someone has to approve, right? Right or not? Okay. So now apply and save. If I run, what error I will get? Okay. Click on it here. Yeah. You can see here. The error is what here? Oh, okay. Let's go to the pipeline. Configuration. So same stage name I have given, right? Go to configure. Three. 1, 2, 3. Apply save. Okay. Stage 1 fail also. Stage 2 automatically fail. Stage 3 also automatically fail. Click on the stage 1 here. Logs. What is the issue here? Terraform command not found. Where? Your server inside. You can go simple here. Run Terraform in it. Which error will get? Terraform command not found. That's what Jenkins also throw the error to you. Understand? In this case, first what I need to do here? Install the Terraform. Let's go to tools configuration. Definitely Terraform is there. Quickly to do it. Copy. So you have to install. So this process we can do through user data. Understand? Installation and all you can take care by user data. Okay. Okay. Now Terraform. Okay. Terraform is working fine now. So next is what here? Let's again try. Next error. Can anyone guess next error? Ha. Just have a look here. The directory has no Terraform configuration file. So if you want to run Terraform init, configuration file is there, plugins will be downloaded, right? So that is missing. So what we can do now again in this stage inside. So what we can do here? Can I add here git clone? One stage. So can I add one more stage here? So control C like this. So this is, you can add git to clone init plan apply. So here git clone, we can clone the GitHub repository, then init, then plan, then apply. Guys, tell me if you run git clone command, this will be cloned into where exactly? Workspace. Workspace inside. Workspace inside clone, workspace inside run, everything will take her into workspace inside only. Right? If you clone, if you can go and check home directory, you are unable to see any package. I mean, Terraform clone and all. Clear na git clone and all. So that's what we can change if you want, but usually we can use the same path only. No need to change any path in real time. If you want, you can change. Clear na? Okay. For example, I'm taking here. Here Terraform CI/CD is there. One repository. Git clone here. So guys, git clone, what we can do here? So we can generate a script for git clone here. The script generated here only there. Pipeline syntax is there na? Click on it. So here select git and here repository URL is copy paste. Next branch is what? Main. So generate a pipeline script. So if you take this copy, it's a public, right? So not required credentials so far. You can add. Clear na? So this will run as a git clone. Next git init, git plan, sorry, Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply. Okay, let's apply and save now. Now, can anyone guess which error will get? Any error will get or it will run. Okay, there is a main.tf inside. There is a main.tf, Terraform main.tf. Huh? I think when you install Terraform Git also will come, right? I have installed Terraform. So Git also install, right? Along with the Terraform. Right or not? Tell me which error will get now. Okay, Git is there, no worries. Which error? Guess. Anyone? Oh, no, configuration file is correct. Nothing to worry. Okay, let me show you the configuration. See, instance, this is configuration file is correct, US East 1 name and all, but one error will get. Bill now, we can see that. So guess Terraform is running into EC2 instance inside, right? EC2 instance inside, what we can do? Which process is good? Role or user? IAM role, right? If you attach IAM role to EC2 instance, your Terraform will run. Whatever permissions required, you can attach to role. Clear or not? So this is plan has failed. Or you can configure the user keys, but user keys is not a good process. See, EC2 is no IMDb role. For example, if you run AWS CLI command from your EC2 instance, your CLI command is S3 access. S3 permission is not there for your EC2. Your EC2 unable to run S3 get list, get objects, right? In this case, what we can do, create IAM role, attach to S3 permissions and attach role to EC2 instance. Here also we can do same. So I need a one role. So this and all, everything taken care by Terraform. Okay, I'm taking here EC2. So you can attach to, you can give S3, but here I'm creating only instance, right? You can give instance permissions. Your Terraform code contains instance creation, IAM creation, S3 creation, RDS creation, many permissions required you can give. Okay, depends on the code level. Okay. Now after create role, what I can do, attach this role to server. Security, modify IAM role. So give EC2 admin. Now server able to run Terraform. What Terraform code is there server able to do? Understand? Okay, let's run now. Bill now. You can check the logs, guys. Console output. What's going on here? Terraform init is running. Terraform init already done. So plugins install. Next is what? Plan. Plan is one resource is going to be create. One to add. Create now. Apply is working. So understand, right? Jenkins means one process we can automate. That's it. Jenkins is not only for build a code, test a code and all. Jenkins is a flow to orchestrate your flow in single click. Clear? Success. This pipeline is success now. You can click on it. See, no need to check configuration. So you can see clone done, init done, plan done, apply done. Result is what? Your Terraform one server is created. Understand? This is you understand. Jenkins success. Okay. What you so Jenkins got success. Okay. But result is what? Whatever code is there in the Terraform that will be executed. Understand? Here, many people can confuse here. Jenkins created. What Jenkins created? Whatever code is there, Jenkins created that code. Jenkins success means what? Your flow is success. Your process is success. Now you can go and check, refresh here. One server is created. Server name is what? Prod as per the my code. Clear now? So you can try. So today our task is, I have given CA/CD right directly. So this code I have given. So let's go to here. Yeah. So directly I have given in my repository here, Terraform CI/CD. You can see I ran just now this one. This repository inside directly main.tf is there. Okay. But if Terraform CI/CD inside multiple directories are there, I want to run specific directory inside main.tf only. I mean, so for example, if you go to your 1030am repository, okay, this 1030am repository here, I want to run day 12 or day 11 or day 13. How to run? Understand the requirement is no? So I can clone the GitHub repository. You can clone means Jenkins will clone entire repository, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, everything. But Terraform apply, I should apply to any one of the directory inside main.tf only, not everything. Clear na? In this case, clone first, switch to directory, and then run a Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply. Clear na? Try this, let me know. Clear everyone online team? Day 1 Jenkins is clear? No issues. This is only day 1. Coming days we can confusing what? Tell me, your question is what, please? I'll explain to you. Where you stuck? What about others? So, guys, understand one thing. First understanding is very important. This one. This is server. Server inside only Jenkins running, guys. This is important. Whatever activities you can do in the Jenkins, that will be applied to your server only. Okay. Yeah. After script apply build here, git script. Okay. You can go to here. Okay. If you require, I'll share this pipeline to you. Name. Today onwards, your name is Terraform. Who is this? Okay. So silly. Yeah. Okay. So guys, here, let's go to configuration. Yeah. So guys, here git clone process is there. Na? We can take help from script also here. For example, you can run sh git clone, give the URL also. Understand? Sh and git clone, whatever here running right here, like this, you can run git clone also. But there are some differences. You can run today sh git clone, run 2 times your pipeline, and later you can take pipeline syntax help and prepare this git clone and run 2 times. Then you can understand the difference. Okay, I'll explain tomorrow. We don't have time much today. So the pipeline syntax is here. We can take any process. For example, I have given what now? How to switch to specific director, right? So change director also there here. It will not support everything like a Linux here. Change director somewhere is there. Yeah, change current directory. So change current directory. For example, my directory name is day 12, generate pipeline script. How to change? Like this we can use and change. If you give cd, it will not work. Understand? So I have given input how to do also. Okay, so do it. Anyway, so you can practice today. Whatever challenge you are facing, you can write. I'll explain tomorrow one more time. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.